the rule that I had for this convention is that I wasn't going to print anything new for this. Like I wasn't going to do anything, like I didn't want to spend too much money preparing for this show. So everything that I've bought so far is something that I would have had anyway. Like I always try to have a small back stock of all the Tall Tales and all the Eagle Raven books. So I had to restock anyway. So that's what I'm waiting to come in. But there's certain things that I would consider spending money on if it wasn't that much, if it wasn't that expensive to do. And this kind of caught my attention. So Jose has a pile, many piles of comics all throughout the house, and there was one particular pile he had by the door, and I noticed this on top of the pile. I guess like the last time he went to Midtown or something. I don't know how he got this, but I saw this on on the pile, and I go, "Oh, okay, what is this?" And it's like, and it looked like a little comic, a little like a mini comic or something. So what I was reading on the back here, so I guess it's like, so this is one of this what is it, Scout Comics, whatever, a digital comic and collectible card. So yes, it says use the card to redeem a digital graphic novel edition of whatever this book is. And I thought, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. So I opened it up to see like what exactly it was, because I kind of have like a prototype for a mini comic, to kind to promo Eagle Raven. Like this would be something that I would like give away though. And it's like, or let me, or it's like, yeah, probably like just either give away, or it's like, oh, here, you can have this for $1 or something. I don't know, because it opens up into a mini poster, and it's just pretty much it just like it summarizes. Oh, how does this close? Okay. Oh yeah, so it's like it's pretty much an advertising for Eagle Raven, and then there is a QR code on the back where it takes you to the website. So that's what this reminded me of. So so it's like, so I just opened it up. And what it turns out, and I guess it has like, it looks like this. And then it has this card, this card, and then it has like the QR code, and I guess like an individual, an individual, I guess, serial number that you have to scratch off so that you can download the book, I guess. I don't know what this was retailing for. I'm not sure. Or whether Jose just got it for free. I'm not sure. But I was like kind of like going, oh, this is kind of like a little interesting thing. Um, and and it's like, okay, it's like, what kind of like what can I kind of do with this idea? Like if I could I how could I like combine these two ideas? Like would this be something that maybe I could have for Baltimore? So then I was looking at somebody else, because San Diego Comic-Con is this week as well. So people are posting up their pictures, like their setups and stuff. And they've been doing that for the conventions and things. So there was another person, I think it was Marvin Wynn, with his books that he was selling USB, like little USBs with comic collections on them. And what's funny is that, I don't know, I found the USBs to be a bit archaic. Like there's just something like kind of like, oh, that's so old fashioned, so old fashioned. Um, as if this isn't, but there was something especially old fashioned about USBs. So what I was kind of thinking, it's like, I don't know, it's like, it's like if you saw something like this, okay, because I was thinking like this, okay, this would be kind of like okay, like you would get this, like you're at a convention and you see kind of like a mini comic, but when you open it up, there's a QR code inside where you download, like, say, the trade paperback, like volume one or something. Although, of course, I wouldn't have it like, with all these secret codes and things like this. I wouldn't have that, because it's like, who has time for that? Um, but it would just be kind of like a mini comic, and then you would have like probably the QR code on the, on the inside, and it's like, and that would get you the download of, like, say, the trade paperback or something. And it's like, I don't know, you'd pay like $10 for it. What's a trade paperback? You're talking about 128 pages. Or it's like, maybe like, I don't know, for like $2 or $3, you get like one of the issues like this. I mean, it's like, do you guys think that this would be something that, like, if you saw at a convention, that would interest you? Like, would you buy like a little thing like this, like a little mini comic with a QR code to download the comic? Oh, okay. So, and for those of you who don't know, yes, Nita is in the background. She's she's keeping track of the VIP room. So yeah, so she is definitely saying that's actually a good idea. So yes, and then she had to say it again. An idea so nice, she had to say yes twice. So that's kind of like that. So that's in my brain right now. That's like, okay, all right, how am I going to do this? Because, because also the cool thing about it is that something like this is not going to be that expensive for me to make. I mean, it's literally just a folded card. Um, I mean, so it's like, I guess if I was really feeling ambitious, I could literally print this myself. But we want to make it. Let's not be completely cheap on this. Um, so so yeah, so I'm just kind of, well, okay, so Nina says yes, so probably it is something that I should think about. That I think that, especially like if people who, it's like, well, it's like they want to buy the book but they don't want the physical copy, or it's like, but they want something kind of inexpensive, and it's like, and I think that this is probably a little nice souvenir. Plus you get to download like a full issue or a full trade paperback, you know just from the QR code on the inside. So you know what, we're definitely going to put a pin in that. You know what, I think that I have a little bit of time. This is the type of project that shouldn't take me more than a weekend to put together, and then getting it printed shouldn't be a problem either. So that should be like really quick too. So yeah, so I'm gonna definitely let's see, it's like that would be fast table money. I yeah, I think I got that feeling too. It's just kind of like, what, I think that's kind of like a really cute idea, that I think that because it's like, you get those, you get the people who want to read shit on, and that's the thing, and it would download, they scan it with their phone, and then they would download directly onto their phone, and they could start reading the book then and there. you know um Now, of course, it's like, because they have the QR code and the whole scratching thing, and it's like, and they were, it's like, so of course the thought pops up, it's like, oh, but what's to keep people from sharing the QR code? And honestly, I think I'm kind of at a point now where I don't care. That I would rather more people read my book than kind of like, I hate to use the word gatekeep, I guess, than gatekeep access to the book. Um, so honestly, it's like, I don't, honestly, that doesn't really bother me, honestly, because the whole thing is that I don't do conventions that often. So, how long is it going to take for something like this to get around anyway? So it's like, look, people are probably spreading around the PDFs that I give through the Kickstarter anyway. And does it bother me? No, it doesn't. If they're reading the book and enjoying it, that's what I really want. Um, and it's like, and the hope is that I will, interest my work will interest them enough, to, yeah, it's like, fuck that, that's how music got around, and if folks like it, they'll find you and buy more. You know what, that's how I'm feeling too. That's how I'm feeling too. So yeah, so we're definitely going to combine these two ideas into something. If you're doing conventions, feel free to steal this idea, because God knows I'm stealing it from somebody. So there we go. Um, so yeah, so I'm just gonna put that. So I'm just gonna put that aside. Where, yeah, so we're definitely gonna think of something to do that. So hopefully by, so yeah, so probably for Baltimore Comic Con, I'll have like the trade paperback, and the individual issues or something. We'll probably, do some, well, it's, I think that it allows for a lot of fun stuff to be done with that.